The price is far too high. We will continue to oppose this bill. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Cam Calder.
Pleasure to take a short call on the Prisoner and Victims Claims Continuation Reform Amendment Bill. The purpose of this bill is to make restrictions on awards of compensation and the Victims Claims process in the Prisoners and Victims Claims Act 2005 permanent. We make no apologies, Mr Speaker, that we are aiming as a government to build a safer New Zealand. We've embarked upon a comprehensive program of reform to protect communities. We all know about the police safety teams and the neighbourhood policing teams, prevent crime and putting victims first. We're staying tough on criminals and keeping record numbers of police on the beat, and we are focusing on a justice system on the rights of victims. It's important to note that the new bill addresses some of the concerns raised by a couple of the previous speakers, in that it replaces a previous bill introduced in 2011, and the previous bill put any money left over from payments to victims payments to offenders direct to victims towards funding general victims services rather than to the prisoner. Now, consideration by the Cabinet led to the redirection of all the balance of prisoner compensation to Victims Support Fund would be unfair. They thought that would be unfair. The bill retains support for victims while at the same time maintaining fairness to prisoners. So what are some of the fundamental things of the Prisoners and Victims Claims Act 2005? It underlines the rare circumstances in which courts can award financial compensation to prisoners for breaches of their human rights. It allows certain amounts that prisoners owe, such as reparation and legal aid, related to their human rights breach claim to be deducted from any compensation, and it provides a simplified process for victims to make civil claims against compensation payments before anything is paid to the prisoners. Victims can make civil claims seeking to redress for the harm they suffered, such as emotional harm or property damage or loss caused by an offender. The Prisoners and Victims Act 2005 responded to concern that offenders shouldn't receive compensation for wrongful treatment without first repaying the debt they owe for the harm they caused their victims. It's important that victims continue to have an easy way to make a civil claim if prisoners do receive compensation payments, and we believe that this new bill will ensure the system is fair, balanced and won't lead to any unintended injustices. I commend the bill to the House.
Dennis O'Rourke.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.